Restoration is brought to you by
Hisense, everyday prices for everyday people.
Yeah, it's extra long sanitary pad for extra comfort.
We got gas protection.
Afro chick, I'm for crudgy and chinny.
Welcome to Restoration with Stacey. It's an amazing day and I'm really honored to be on your screen this afternoon. So let's just take a quick break and take a word from our sponsors.
Hisense aircon promo! Air condition promo now chan no. I think the dia be Hisense air condition no. E wo dia na ope. Dia gina ho ana dia boda ho. Hot power ben. Dia be just same. Me woni ma. Effective 26th March. Akopim 8th April. Hisense aircon promo! Hisense air condition. Actually, entry power. Esache. My son on 5 years warranty. Kai say, everything 26th March, Akopim 8th April. Hisense showroom bia, any game shop bia. Yatete say, Hisense, everyday prices for everyday people.
For everyday people.
Erine FSC. Eria Akono. Afro chicken, you know. I am so come on. Afro chicken and my home for some cocra. A fade natural hair phones when your hair extension. And how old to Afro chicken really be new border fem boko. A natural as a sexual or being difference. Afro chick, HBS Nick of a buy. Obanya Wokukumlemle, ye Benjoy FM. Frey 0202 747464. Afro chick, I'm for crudgy and chinny.
Restoration. So you're welcome back. A big thank you to Jim Ray Company Limited. Jim Ray Estates is actually giving you the opportunity to own lands in Accra and even outside of Accra. So from now, if you want a land, just call them and you get 30% discount. I mean, 30% off the actual cost of the land. Last year, I told you, buy two, get one free. Some of you were crawling like snails. Now it's off. So this 30%, if you're not fast, and also please call Jim Ray now, and they will sure give you a very litigation-free land in Accra. That is what scares most of you. Lands that have issues, land guard issues and all that issues. But if you're dealing with Jim Ray, you're rest assured you're not having any of such issues. A big thank you to JTP for my fabric. Ophelia of ABS Collection, Danceman Zodiac for my outfits. Thank you to Divine Cassie for my makeup and to Afro Chic for my hair. I mean, these extensions are amazing. They are our latest braids collection. So if you want any of this or any of our collections, just call Afro Chic now on 0202747464 and we'll deliver to you wherever you are in Ghana or across. And thank you very much to Vic D. Mansa for this beautiful braid style. I really love it. So if you want to go get this actual style, go to Vic D at Danceman First Stop and she would treat you very well. To La Palm Royal Beach Hotel, you're simply amazing. To Jay's Cakes and Buffet, a very big thank you. The first time my guest came on Restoration, that was about 5 years ago. We had an amazing moment. And during that interview, she said certain things that most of us thought, oh, that is another lip workshop. But really, most of the things she said, she's done.
How horrible of a singer were you as a child? I wasn't the best singer in the world, I must say. I used to sing a lot when I was young. I used to form music out of anything, the Bible, dictionary, every time. When they're busy reading John 3:16, I'm busy singing John 3:16. Process. My father was not convinced until after my Sugar album had come out. 1 year of my life, I took it away, and instead of finishing university, I took 1 year off, and I was recording in a studio. And that's when I had the worst time with my father. Worse.
How did he find out?
Well, he found out when the first song had come out, You Lied to Me, and the video was out, and everybody was talking about Becca and, you know, who was involved with Becca, who was managing Becca, and everything. I mean, TV, interviews. That's when he found out, and he was not thrilled. Because, you know, Ashanti fathers, even at that point, if he was proud of you, he's still thinking, I did not tell you to do that, so you cannot do it.
So how do you want Ghanaians to see you now?
I think that I just want Ghanaians to not see me the way they see me. Because I'm not going to tell people how they want, I want them to see me. I want them to see me how they want to see me. Because I could coin something very pretty and say, see me as the princess of Asante Krom. Kumasi Osekom Nana me Jimmy Hodi. Make me free, go yes, I'll take a course in Nana. And I could tell you so much. But at the end of the day, your perception is still going to be the same. It doesn't matter what I tell you. So I'm going to just tell Ghanaians that only thing I'll say is that they should see me as their sister.
Restoration.
And after 5 years, we have back here on our set, our very new set. She was on the old set, our very new set. Please, let's welcome our guest for today, Rebecca Akosia Echampoma Sunny Daniels. Give it up for Becca. Wait, that's a long name.
That's a pretty long name, yes, ma'am.
Rebecca Akosia Echampoma Sunny Daniel. A passport. No, so okay, we all know for showbiz you've had your father's name for a long time.
Yes.
So is it like now it's dropped and the Sunny Daniels is like?
Absolutely.
Or it's part of it?
My father doesn't want us to drop it, but I dropped it. My father, but it is, I mean, the Champoma will still be there.
A Champoma will still be there, but a Champoma would go.
I'm a Sunny Daniel now.
Oh, so now it's Rebecca Akosia Echampoma Sunny Daniel.
Yes.
Hi. So you said you were dating the last time you came.
I did, yes.
So you're not lying.
No, I wasn't.
No. Is he the same person or?
Well, do you want the truth?
I want truth. Come on.
Well, I've actually known him my husband now for about 10 years.
10 years?
Yes, before we started dating, actually. And
so why did he have to wait? Why? He couldn't just tell you, Madam, I love you.
He was a friend at that time.
Okay.
So, I mean, friends don't date unless you are friends with
benefits.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, I thank God that I married my friend. And Dr. Toby is somebody that I've known for 10 years. And when you asked me at that time who I was dating, I wasn't dating him at that time. I was seeing somebody else. But I dated him now for about 4 years before we decided to get married. So probably just a year after I came here.
The interview.
Yes, we started dating.
They started dating.
Yes.
So leaving that relationship and a year on finding another person, I mean, how were you able to sail through? Or was it like, okay, even the first one was not working, so there's another one, let me just jump on the boat?
No, I'm very particular about who I date, you know, because I watch out for a few things before I date anyone at all. And I haven't dated many, you know, so because, like I said, there's so many things about me. If anybody knows me, they know that I am somebody who likes somebody with a great sense of humor, because I like to laugh. The first thing above all that is I love someone who loves God, because it's important to me because of where I come from and how I was raised. We'd have to share similar belief or same belief somehow. Of course, someone who's got great sense of humor. And for me, I like somebody who's quite intelligent and is supposed and you know, just compliments you well. Because I tell people all the time that you don't get married to draw back. You get married to progress. And so I think that I sailed through quite well, because for me, I believe that everything that happens is supposed to be something that you learn from. And so as you're moving forward, you're still going to make mistakes because you're human and you're bound to make mistakes. But you pick up very well from the lessons you've learned. And I think that I made a right choice because from that relationship, which was not bad, like I was saying, I learned a lot, you know. And so going into this one was quite smooth for me.
You went into a new one armed
and smarter, you know, ready for him, and with a lot of patience as well.
Okay.
Because I'm a talker more when it comes to relationship than a listener. But I realized that it is important for you to listen more
to your partner
and speak less. You know, when you listen more, you learn, you grow. And so when you speak, it is mature, it's intelligent, and they absorb it pretty well rather than talking. So, like I said, I learned a lot before I went into my relationship, my marriage.
Wow.
Yes.
So, I mean, dating your friend, how were you able to transit like smoothly from friends to boyfriend, girlfriend?
Okay, that's a basic question.
That's a very swift transit.
It's actually beautiful. I mean, I was joking about the last time I spoke. I mean, right here when I was saying that you can't do your friend. I think that for me, that was a friend who already had interests. Right?
Oh, okay.
Exactly. So it wasn't as if it was just there and
so you knew he liked you.
Exactly. But I mean,
But you were taken, so
I wasn't available at that time. Of course, I wasn't available. And even before I dated whoever I dated before, I mean, I was just, whether I was single, I was just really pretty single.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that there was a purpose, it's a plan for him being in my life. We're friends who would speak once in a while. You know, like I'm saying, 10 years I've known him or more. Actually, we're friends who speak once in a while. You know, I might not probably speak to him in like a year, then we'll speak again and you see each other and you gel, that kind of thing. You know, so through that, I think God, like, you know what,
So honestly, who made the first move? Honestly, since you knew he liked you. Well, don't you want to know? You said you knew he liked you.
Yeah.
So who made the first move?
It was obvious. No, he made the first move.
Okay.
So I remember
when he realized you were single.
Yes.
Now.
Yes.
I'm sure he prayed.
In 2014, I was in New York, and he happened to have been there as well because I went for an event, Sustainable Development Goals.
Yeah.
The event I was performing at Central Park, and he happened to have been there because, as much as he's a doctor of economics, he's also quite, you know, into entertainment, and so he had a few artists that he came there with. And because of the purpose of that event we went to, the development goals, you know, all these things, he was there. And then I met him in the park. I met him at the back and he said to me that I haven't seen you in a long time. But you know what? If you allow me to date you, I'm not going to date you. I'm going to marry you. And I laughed.
Oh.
Yeah, I laughed at him. I was like,
whilst you were working?
Yeah, I was working. I was backstage, you know, it was a big stage. He had Beyonce on, he had Usher Raymond, Jay-Z. I was looking at them thinking, dude, let me just take my photos, okay? Let me just take my photos with people who are passing by. I was excited. So he just came in, and I have a picture of that. I do. I have a photo of exactly that I have framed now in our room because I remember when he was talking to me and I keep saying, who took that photo? Like, it was on my phone because I had an assistant and I had a manager who were all taking photos.
I'm showing that picture.
Yes, you would. You know, I had my really short afro hair and he was standing right in front of me and he said to me, you know what? I've been talking to you for a long time and I've been telling you I want to date you, but you've been refusing. But let me tell you something. I'm not like any other guy. If you allow me into your life, I'm not going to date you. I'm going to marry you. And even after that, I still ignored it.
You still remember all the words?
Oh, I do, yeah.
Words. Did you have fears? I mean, you, as an established artist, you've been in Ghana, your family's in Ghana.
Yes.
Were you worried that, okay, so if this guy really keeps his word, it means I'm going to marry a non-Ghanaian.
Yes.
It's a different culture. Yes. I have to now learn a little bit of his language so that when I visit his hometown, they don't sell me.
Yeah.
Did you have any concerns?
You know, when you are, I mean, I thank God that I've been educated and quite exposed as well. And so even before, you know, marrying him, I used to travel to Lagos and Nigeria a lot. And so I knew that, I mean, they're human beings just like we are. And, you know, definitely when there's culture involved, you know, different language, you know, different sort of foods, different things. But I'm a big fan of Nigerian food. I've been since, because things that they call egusi is in kontomire here, you know. So it's kind of similar. It's the same things, you know. So they like yam, we like yam. They like egg, we like egg. They like okra, we like okra. It's just made in a different way. So I realized that we are sort of the same people, but from different backgrounds and different countries and raised in different ways. So yes, I mean, but I won't lie. Going into marriage, you realize, you think, because you grow hearing so many stories, listen to so many things. Oh, worry, you'll be your own through fear, until I see it, or someone to crying. People have that kind of mentality, But luckily for me, because I had known him so long, I kind of knew the sort of person that he was. He's quite liberal, He's not really, rigid or anything. He's going to say, untimi share micro skirt. If I want to wear micro skirt, my husband will let me wear it. He's not bothered about those kind of things. He always tells you that when I say something, he always tells you that I don't look at your outside. He uses the word essence. I look at your essence. It's what's within you that I look at, So it doesn't mean go around wearing I'm telling you, but then whatever it is, a human being is not defined by what they look on the outside, That's what mistakes we make all the time. And then that saying that says you judge a book by its cover, it's true. You cannot judge people, because I'm a typical example of somebody who look at somebody and say, hey, but when you get to know people, you realize that they're not who they are. Different. So yes, I had fears. Parents and aunties and uncles and things will say things that will make you scared, Or be because of a foreigner. And I used to tell people all the time that is not going to be my portion. So yes, I had fears as a human being as well, especially going into marriage. You're like, gosh, I'm going to wake up every morning with the same person, what's going on?
You go to the kitchen,
you see the person.
You go to the bathroom,
he's there. And it's not as if, I'm not talking about being promiscuous. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you want to be promiscuous. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just talking about the institute of marriage. And thinking how I'm going to wake up in the morning with one person. I'm going to, you're sleeping on the same bed every time. Are you going to get upset with each other? Sometimes, so all those things are just running into my head, But as you grow up, you realize that, it's if you have made a decision that you want to be a married woman and have a family, like I said, not everybody wants to do that. Then you need to know that you need to cross that, bridge. Yeah. It's something you need to do. So if you're into tier, the people that give you the right advice, especially friends around you, very, very, I'm not good with friends. So all those kind of things, played into my marriage. I told myself that I'm not going to listen to anybody. I'm just going to go with a man that I know. So
you're just dealing with your heart.
I dealt with my heart and my instincts.
If you make any mistakes, it's all you.
It's all you.
Yeah.
Yes. Nobody is perfect. No marriage is perfect, just like no human being is perfect. Even two stones cannot be the same. You can pick 1,000 stones and they'll all be different shapes. So, yeah.
So at what time did you know he was the one?
I think that message, that what he taught me in New York, kept ringing a bell. And as much as I was resisting, I was just saying that, but I thought it was so confident. And I liked that about the fact that there was a man who was so confident, especially because of the kind of thing that I do, entertainment. People find it hard to approach you because they think you're the sort of person, you're in quotes. And so it's hard for you to have people approach you that way with so much confidence. And so I think I was convinced then that this is a guy that, I think...
He wouldn't be intimidated by the people who come around me.
Yes, because I can really intimidate you if you're not confident, so... So I think that at that point I knew that this was it. And my husband proposed to me actually a year before we got married. That people don't know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where?
He proposed a year. In Ghana, he proposed a year. It was actually a moving pick,
Oh.
He proposed a year before we got married. So when people were saying, Becca just got to know the husband, in my head I'm thinking...
You had known him...
They said I knew him 3 months before getting married. I said, well, no problem.
You had known him almost a decade.
A decade, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So your marriage, it was very private. Most people actually got to know you were getting married like 3 days or 2 days to the event.
Yes.
Why did you choose to make it that way? Because you are a very private person, but a public person.
Absolutely, yes.
People would want to come and just wish you well.
Yeah.
But you just decided to shush everybody and just deal with a few people.
Well, not everybody would like to wish you well, actually. And that's the truth. People would not want to come and wish you well. But that wasn't even it. I wasn't bothered because I knew that no matter what, people will have things to say, So I wasn't really bothered about that. I was bothered about me and my husband and my family having a beautiful time together and not having it everywhere. But unfortunately, it was everywhere. That's what tells you how powerful social media is. And, because we tried as much as possible to make it, It was a dinner that I think was more, but then when it came to the
Intimate,
engagement,
yeah.
because it wasn't just about my decision, my parents' decision was also part of it. So when I'm saying I want 50 people, I think we argued about that actually.
Yeah.
When I'm saying I want 50 people, my parents say, 200 because the village, would they have to come? These people has to come, your uncle, your
have to
uncle's
come
wife,
from
remember your
Trede.
uncle's, Trede for beba, the bus beba, So I knew that it wasn't just about me. Engagements really, from where we come from, engagements are not just about you and your husband, and that's what I wanted to do. The father told me that this is not just about you, it's about everybody, and that's what we know, our culture, worry, especially engagement in young
Yeah.
So I wanted it to be private because I wanted it to be sacred to just us, so we can enjoy our moment. That's why I chose to let it go there, because I could have invited everybody in the industry, but I think certain things is nice to be kept to yourself,
just yourself.
Yes.
And just a few days into your marriage, the internet was buzzing.
Yes.
Things about your husband.
Husband.
How did you take it? I mean, just to finish getting married and you have some bloggers trying to detail your life as if they wake up with you.
Well, that's the thing. They don't wake up with you, so whatever they say is their business, honestly. I can't be bothered. I think if everybody knows me, I'm the sort of person, I'm very positive. Very positive. Even in the hardest times, I'm a very positive person. I'm a human being, and so I go through that emotional state where you think, can you just leave me alone because I'm a good person? And unfortunately for you, you will think you're a good person, but not everybody wants the best for you. And so, there was a lot of things flying around, which honestly, I didn't really care because there was nothing that they were telling me about my husband that I didn't know about my husband. So I wasn't really bothered. Some of them were fabricated. It was more than it was. They were exaggerating over things and all, but honestly, sis, I was not bothered at all. I wasn't concerned. I was enjoying my honeymoon somewhere in Santorini, Greece with my husband, chilling on some nice Coca-Cola and ice. I couldn't be bothered at all. I couldn't be bothered. But, when you think about social media, you think about everything going on, and you think about the sort of person you are, you realize that you're a public figure. And the definition of public, people have access to it. And so people have their opinions about how you should be, what you should look like, who you should marry, and what tribe you should even marry in, and what color of skin they think your husband should have. And so these are the sort of things that people expected me to marry, what they envision in their head. Do you understand? But I knew who I was marrying, and I knew I was marrying a very intelligent doctor of economics who understood me, understood where I came from, and took me as I am, and didn't want anything more than I was. So yes, there's a lot of things came up, but honestly, these are things that, mind you again, at that time I had done music for 10 years. And so I had experienced so much that these little things were not going to worry me at all. I was more concerned about him and his family. And his family, they couldn't be bothered as well because they knew the sort of woman their son was getting married to.
Are you happy?
I'm extremely happy. I'm so happy.
If you can turn back the hands of time, would you do things differently?
No, not at all. Nothing will be different.
All right, so we'll be right back after this break.
GTP, timeless.
I remember the days I just couldn't go to the gym because it was that time of the month. Yas extra long sanitary pad took the worry away. Easy.
Yes, comfort, I got. Yes, confidence, I got. Yes.
The new Yas Extra Long Sanitary Pad is the joy of every woman. It is extra absorbent and fits perfect. Don't allow anything to hold you back when it's that time.
Wow.
Yes, yes, yes.
Feel confident, stay fresh.
Hi. Is it supposed to be that time of the month? Yes.
I got. Yes, confidence, I got.
Yes.
We got yes protection, I got.
Yas Extra Long Sanitary Pad for extra comfort.
We got yes protection.
Enwi ne efese. Enwi a kono. Afro chicken nini. Emuto kama. Afro chicken nini ema ho fesun kokra. Afei deɛ natural hair for nso nya hair extension. And how old to Afro chicken rini be ni border fem boko. A natural as a sexual obi who difference. Afro chick HBS ne kofa by Obanya e wo kokomlemle ye Benjoy FM. Frey 0202 747464. Afro chick ahofe krojien chinie no ho.
Tasty breakfast in the morning, something delicious and healthy, filled with vitamins. That's my day right, makes me so bright, keeps my body happy. Let me tell you about what I eat. It's my secret. Hooch, crunchy, crunch, cornflakes. Hooch, crunchy, crunch, cornflakes. Hooch, crunchy, crunch, cornflakes. Hooch, crunchy, crunch, cornflakes. Wow! I say hooch, crunchy, crunch, cornflakes. Hooch, crunchy, crunch, cornflakes. Crunchy!
So bet tomato we ya. E kire so bet mi so ato we. Wo be se dan so a unyi asase. Asase so de ne boda form a manso ni ho. E wo Jimmy Company Limited. Mama ma odi. San February musumi we mi. E de copy March ewie ye. The American say for brand new asase. A obi anyi so da. E fi Jimmy Company Limited. Me enjoy brand new color TV 32-inch. What are ya? Near the amount. When you're running energy promo. Energy same woman say, as I said, the one and Casab, you have so 30%. What did Jim Rea? Now they accept. Jim Rea is asking. Everywhere to carry. Conformia, Afianya,
West Palm City, Kaswa, East Palm City, Kaswa, and the Shah Hills.
Numbers near 0509 461675 and now 0265 149942. And Jim Ray Company Limited. Energy promo.
I love you, you love me.
Wondering where to get quality yet affordable kids and baby essentials? Look no further. This is the one-stop shop for you. At Hetty's Mother Care, we stock a variety of kids and baby clothing, shoes, car seats and carriers, baby wardrobes, baby feeding essentials, and everything that you can think of when it comes to babies and kids. Why don't you call us on 0246 553165? We are located on the Ahunju Main Street, opposite the Fire City. Hetty's Mother Care, your mommy's favorite store.
Won't you say you love me too?
Hey, Hisense Aircon promo! Air condition promo now a chan no. I pay near the other boom. Hisense air condition no. I would be now pay. The Glao and I the Abodaho. Hot power bank. Yet the Abedo. Yet the Abedo same button. Me want you, ma. Everything 26th March. I come in 8th April. Hey, Hisense Aircon promo! Hisense air condition. Actually, entry power. Efe. Esache. My sum of 5 years warranty. Kai say everything 26th March. I come in 8th April. Hisense showroom bia. Any game shop bia. Ya tetisu. Ya tetisu say. Hisense. Everyday prices for everyday people.
For everyday people.
It's a new week, beautiful one, and we are at the Dansoman Market, and it's time for our Hisense Super Crazy giveaway moment. And today I came looking for my fan, and I met her having a manicure. Or do I have to say?
Yeah.
Yes, sure. Yes, we choose some.
Weekend party.
Wow. Now I maybe so there now open restoration.
Me pay restoration because the food so warm. Obi to me ka na ba common sem na re wo sem na otumi de toto wankasa wo de ho a na wo fili say ase nipa no wasem na wo ka wo show ni so no especially mami ya oba ya say ni kunu na busuafo anka omo ne na eku anam say papa na wu a waja japade sa Teresa na sem na say me mami asɛm na ɔka wo
Na wo
show
de
no
nyame
so
be
no.
wo say Teresa oba be ware.
Oba ai mate.
O se aba be ware nti e say nyame timi ye bibi o hyehyɛ e ma ne ye pepepepepepepe. Nti no basically I had to say hia wam. Nyame wo e ma wo bia.
So ne die.
Ye ni so mo nti na ye ne ye sponsor High Sense edi ho nkomo. And High Sense ayo ma den say ne side e be High Sense super crazy giveaway moment. E wo show you so. Nti na me ba ya High Sense me be chawadi. And went in and ne due mu a maba bechew e wo dwai mu ena wonti omo we ya fan so dwa we nyina mu marketer omo so be nya omo share
access we da mo asio
Restoration.
So that was our winner for this week's High Sense Super Crazy Giveaway, the Street Edition. And in the studio today, our audience here are also going to get the chance to pick something from High Sense, as well as our guest, Becca. So how is your daughter?
She is absolutely fine, gorgeous, growing. It's just
No, where did you have your daughter? Because some people are saying you had her in Canada. Some people are saying you had her in America.
That's the story they wrote, right? No, I didn't have her in Canada. I had her in America.
Back to your music. I mean, lately we have seen a brand new Becca.
Right.
You have transformed into a new artist, and it's almost like watching some new sensation. Why the change?
You know, I think it's in everything. It's not just in music or entertainment. For everything, people get, people consume at a certain point, and then you see that in the markets, there's different products coming in and there's different things. It's important that a brand, you rebrand, it just makes you fresher, it makes you feel new, and all that. I did that because I'm a businesswoman, number one. But number one, because I felt like I wanted to do something different,
And to change.
I wanted to change. I wanted a change, which is very, very important. Sometimes you change. But number two, also because I'm a businesswoman and understand what this entertainment, industry entails. And I know what you need to do. Nevertheless, it's not forgetting about, who you are before you started, but it's about using that same thing and packaging it differently. So it's a little more appealing because and things are changing. So you can't be stuck in one way all the time. You need to evolve. And that's what I did. I evolved. And so you see me and you think, oh, she looks different. Oh, wow, that's interesting. It's only because I'm evolving, I'm a businesswoman, in order for me to be appealing to certain markets, And after doing this for 10 years here and doing everything, I'd like to cross the markets with the kind of music that I still do. However, I think that change is good. I love change. I like that I've changed certain things. It makes me happy. It makes me content. It makes me feel like I'm 12 years old, So I think it's just fun. It's just fun.
And people are saying you now speak very Nigerian or almost very Nigerian.
It's fine. Nigerians are human beings, so.
Oh, I
don't have a problem with it. I sing Nigerian.
Are you drifting out of our hands as a Ghanaian artist to become a Nigerian?
The only hand that created me is God's hands. And God created Nigerians and created Ghanaians. So I'm indifferent, I love where I come from. I love that I'm Ghanaian. I'm 100% Ghanaian. That's not going to change. Well, I'm small, I'm just, affiliated or attached to Nigerian by virtue of marriage. And so, but like anybody knows me, I've always been half Omo Nigeria even before I got married to a Nigerian man, because my music took me to Nigeria all the time. So it's not news, But I love my Ghanaian music. I like being authentic and original, and that's not going to change. However, they talk about my music and how I use a lot of, Nigerian language in my music. Yeah. I'm not the only one that does that. A lot of people do it all the time. They're focusing on me more only because I'm married to a Nigerian. But even before I decided to marry my husband, you didn't make me laugh, I don't go fit tell you away. All I would say is, baby, stay.
One of my favorites.
That's all. I was using Omo Niger language long before I married my husband, So But music, the beauty of music is that it's a universal language. And so I can sing in French and you appreciate it. That is why when I sing in Chi, people in Lagos ask me, oh my God, this is so beautiful. What are you saying? So it doesn't matter what you adopt in your music, The most important thing is that you're doing music that is satisfactory, right? You are the English woman, So, and also doing music that is appealing, doing music that cross the market. Yes, and doing music that is sellable. So that's what I'm doing. It doesn't change me. It doesn't change the color of blood in me. It's red, so.
The collaborations, were you particular in choosing the people you have collaborated with in the past? Because it was almost like one massive collaboration after another massive one.
Yeah. And
was it strategic?
A lot of my collaborations are strategic. However, I also, when I'm doing music, I don't mind using a 12-year-old girl. Calista is my baby girl, my daughter Calista. Calista is an amazing singer. I don't mind calling Calista right now and say, Calista, I have a song that I want us to do. Because I see Calista and I see, oh my God, this girl is, she's good at this. And I see that this kind of style, this genre of music she's going to do well on it. So I don't mind, irrespective of your age or whatever you do. But whatever it is, the music that I'm doing, I need to feel like there's a connection between me, you, and the music for me to call you to do a song with, And also marketing strategy. You need to use somebody who's doing well relevant, somebody who, does well on the song, somebody who has the same vision, mission, wants to push the song like you want to do it before I put anybody on my song. So when I want to rap, I look at somebody who's very artistic, who's a poet, because I'm deep like that and I like that sort of things before I go. That's why I went for somebody like M.I., Sarkodie, and all that. If I want a fun song, easy commercial song, I go I've gone with Shatawale before, which people didn't know, So I think it's also testing different markets, trying different markets,
and also crossing into
fan base as well, So that's what I do. I actually choose very well, but I choose very well, depending on the kind of music I'm doing and who I think is going to do well on that.
Your sanitary projects, I see you go to schools to educate girls about hygiene, because we know that every girl menstruates.
Yes.
But now most mothers, as we all know, let's be honest, are busy. We don't even teach our girls how to fix pads in the panties and all of that. But you've taken it upon yourself to have this menstrual hygiene campaign where you're educating young girls that it is normal to see red at the end of every month or within every month.
Yes.
You don't have to stop going to school. You don't have to say, I'm sick.
And it's not a taboo.
Normal. It's not a taboo.
Yes.
Why did you decide on such an initiative? And how has it been so far? How many girls have you been able to reach out to?
It looks like you've actually answered all for me because you understand these things and, that's why I love you, But I started this initiative. Initially, what I wanted to do was I actually wanted to go around soliciting for funds, find a few girls who are home and not work, going to school and pay their school fees for them. And then as I was doing a little research, going around asking people questions, I realized that a lot of these girls were not going to school. Some of them were not going to school because it's free HSS now, so JHS now. So some of them were not going to school because they couldn't afford to go to school. Their parents were not taking them to school. They were not in school because at the end of the month or within the month when they see their periods, they would miss about 5 to 7 days because they're shy to go to school because having a period is a taboo. You need to get up and go and change. Some of your teachers, are male teachers. The boys will mock you and all that. And woe betide you if you you stain yourself, then you're in trouble.
That's why they have to use a sanitary pad. With the sanitary pad, you don't stain.
Yes, ma.
You're intact.
Yes, ma. So a lot of girls were not going to school because of that. So I said, I'm not going to pay for school fees. Rather, I'm going to go around to schools, rural areas, even here in Accra. It will surprise you that some of the girls don't go to school. Some of the boys ask questions like, but it's in the Bible that you're not supposed to touch a girl when she's in her period. And so we have to go through, they'll give you statistics and give you reasons. They'll read the Bible for you. Yeah, when you go to
unclean.
Yes, that you're unclean, So we have to go through the process of educating them. And that is why in the beginning, what I was doing was I was educating only the girls, teaching them how to change the sanitary towel, using proper organic sanitary towels, how to dispose it off to save the environment, which is also very, very important, telling them, some of the things not to do, so they don't contract certain, STDs and infections and all those kind of things, right? So I was teaching them all that. And then we realized that boys need to be educated because no matter what we do, we can't take men away from us. they're part of us, so we now have men involved. Now, I did all of this because I'm a woman. Even me, growing up in a home where, we had everything, thanks be to God, I still understood how hard it was to even tell my fellow girl that I was in my period. So then I can imagine a girl whose mother is waking up in the morning and going to the market and, they're in their periods and, they don't know what to do. So we just said, we're going to do that. We're going to keep the girls in school by way of doing this. The girls are going to be educated. At the same time, they're going to stay, all these things like infections and things you're not going to contract it because they'll know how to change themselves properly. They'll know that some of the girls keep one sanitary towel the whole day. You go to some areas, some prisons, I'm doing my research, some prisons, what they do is that they actually mold clay and stick it there. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, they mold clay in a form of tampon and stick it there. Yes, a lot of things happen. Some of these girls, what happens also is that they get fistula because what they do is that older men penetrate them because they want to get five Ghana cedis a month to buy sanitary towels. So their parents will say, go, and so things like 5 Ghana cedis and all that were things that girls were getting pregnant from, getting diseases from, people, so in doing all this, educating them as well, we teach them the importance of being confident, understanding that it's natural, it's a natural process, and what you need to do. But at the same time, we leave them with sanitary towels. We can't do it all alone, and that's why now, if you check, I'm actually trying to, speak about, taking taxes off sanitary towels, so it's cheaper.
I saw that the government could take taxes off
sanitary towels. It's going to be good because it's going to be cheaper. It's 17.5%, taxes off it, I keep saying that condom, are free. It's everywhere. They give it for free. Do you understand? Sex is optional, but having your menses is not optional. You'd have to have it every month. Yeah. But you can decide on whether you want to have sex or
not. This has been very passionate for me because when you're talking about something that is passionate to whoever you're talking to about it, I don't know the feeling. It's so elevating because you know that this is not just lip service. This is coming from here. Yeah. And when you're passionate about it, a lot of things drive it. You want to ensure that it is successful and it's not just a 9-day wonder. It has been because this is not the first time you're doing it. You've done it every year.
Yes, from 2017 we did it. And actually last year we partnered with UNFPA, United Nations came on board, UNFPA came on board and they've been very supportive. So it's growing, it's getting better. They've already had meetings with us this year because it's a national issue. We think periods, some of us are privileged, but I'm telling you, some of these girls, if you ask them, they will tell you that periods is a disease. People set examples like, it's like rotten eggs, things like that. And I'm telling you, it's not. It's natural. You're supposed to. So I say little things like, listen, the reason why you boys are sitting here is because we have our periods. That's what makes you a woman. Yeah. So sometimes when you say these things, the boys look at you like, oh, how is that, Then you explain to them and they understand, So I think that is a topic that is really, really important that everybody, if you can, just has to take it. I know you do all these things because it causes cervical cancer as well. Because I know people who have gotten cervical cancers due to improper sanitation, not taking care of their sanitary towel, not taking very good care of their bodies
during their menses and all of that.
Wearing sanitary towels the whole day, all that.
And even when the sanitary towels are not kept well,
yes,
it could get infected. I think we should really look at it at a very serious stage where we don't think, oh, period and so what. And the men should be helpful.
I was going to just say that the men need to understand.
You can go out and buy the sanitary towels for your wives, for your children, for your sisters. Yeah. I mean, come on. Yes, and please buy us. You come home. It's not always that you bring us chocolate. We like chocolate. But bring us sanitary towels. If your daughters have friends in school, and you can afford, don't just buy for your daughters, buy it in excess. So when they go to school, they can share with their friends. Absolutely. I mean.
And then I think that when you do that as well as a man or a father, and you have a son, they realize that they learn. because everything is from that young age. They learn that my father bought sanitary towel for my mother and my sister. There's nothing wrong with it. And so that knowledge is transferred to him, and it's transferred to his son and his son's son, and it becomes a generational thing.
You see the guys in the studio are laughing because a typical Ghanaian man.
No, I've been to. I mean, people at the Ministry of Education, gender, and all, they've supported. But you know, I've been to places where big men who are educated will look at you and say, men kasa topic, you know, my friend girl non ninkasa. And these are people that sit in big offices. You know, so it's a topic that needs to be dealt. People actually feel like it's a taboo. They don't want to talk about it. You know,
whether you like it or not, we're going to have it every month.
Every month. And so
till we have menopause. So deal with it. Yes. Okay, so our studio audience, are you ready? Yeah. It's time for our High Sense Super Crazy giveaway moment. Yeah. As it's going round, so this is yours. Okay. You can pick any color: pink, yellow, blue, green, blue.
I have a daughter, so I'll pick pink, one of the pinks.
Okay. So she wants a pink.
Yeah.
So she's our winner for this week. Yeah, that's why you need to keep eye contact all the time. Thank you, darling. So she is our winner for the High Sense Super Crazy giveaway moment for this week, darling. Congratulations. Thank you very much for coming. Okay, Becca, let me fix my
trail
very well. Yeah, because I'm the queen.
Yes, ma'am.
Actually,
you are.
Yeah.
You are.
So over to you. Let's see what Becca is picking.
What do you guys want me to win?
Let's see. We'll clap for you.
Microwave?
Yes. Rice cooker. It's yours, so you would have to tell me what you want.
Microwave!
You need to own a church. Okay, so Becca, Mawusi, what's the name of your church? I need to be a member. Wow, Becca, this is heavy. Hey, come on. So this is heavy, Becca. If I leave it, what's the mood? Okay, me join Mama. Hey, she's strong. So Becca takes home our High Sense microwave. Okay, Becca, let me help you. Let's put that here. So that is not all we're giving to you today. From Leicester Ghana Limited, we have some Yas products for you. And we have sanitary towels. And now we have our tissues.
Amazing.
Yeah,
so much. Thank you.
We have our kitchen towels here. And I know how you are so into cleaning. So please, this is all yours.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so you can put that one here. Then again, from Leicester Ghana, we have hooch cornflakes. So my baby can have hooch.
Thank you so much.
Don't eat some. It's for the baby.
Babies eat small. Thank you so much.
Okay, and finally, from Jay's Cakes and Buffet. So this is coming from Josephine and her team. Yeah, they are located at Ashaliboche School Junction.
Wow, nice.
So anytime, parties, anything, call them.
Yeah. Oh, this is so beautiful.
Oh my God, it's so beautiful. And the grapes and the strawberry.
It smells nice.
It smells nice. So thank you very much, Jay's Cakes. Yeah, Becca, so you can have that one here. So all these are for you. This is how we want to say a very big thank you to you. So a very big thank you going out to all of our sponsors, to Yas Washing Powder and Yas Sanitary Pad. Thank you very much. Hooch Corn and Choco Flakes, to High Sense, GTP. Thank you very much. La Palm Royal Beach Hotel, to Jim Ray Estates, Ophelia of ABS Collection, Danceman Zodiac, thank you very much for my outfit. A big thank you going now to GH Beauty Artistry, to Divine Cassie for my makeup, Stacey's Boutique GH for my shoes, and of course, Afro Chic. This is our luxury braids collection. So if you want to braid your hair with authentic hair extensions, give us a call now on 0202 7464, and wherever you are in the world, we will deliver to you. And to Mansa of Vic D, thank you very much for the braids. It's so lovely, and I am grateful. Our studio audience, you have been amazing, and thank you very much for staying with us. To you viewers at home, we love and appreciate all of you across the world. Those of you who have subscribed to our YouTube channel, those of you who are watching us on Facebook anywhere in the world, a very big thank you. And to you, Madame Becca, we are grateful. The last time you sang for us, this week you didn't sing for us. That's not fair. So I'm going to wrap up very soon. Maybe you sing for us, then we go home. Alive. So it has been amazing. Always do remember you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. And let's keep being good to each other because we are all God's walking this earth. See you same time next week. Bye.
Welcome to the end of the tunnel. I see a bright light shining through, and it's just for you. There is hope for the tired and weary. Open your eyes and you will see the perfect friend in me.